Hello and welcome back to Transparent.
We are back with another episode. Are y'all ready to get into it? To have a good time? To listen to us yappa yappa? Oi, I want to put these on. Sorry.
Oh, your little
My little
fur
hand
pits.
warmers. My little fur hand warmers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like them. And what about it? Got a problem?
They're beautiful.
Right?
Have you seen my gloves?
No,
They're
I'm not
actually
sure
my
I want to.
girlfriend's. It's her old gloves.
Oh,
They used to be pink, but now they're gray.
oh, that's wild.
For me, it's just one of those things that I just don't want to spend money on.
I get
Am I gonna go and buy fucking gloves?
Yeah,
I don't care about gloves,
I get that.
so I'll just take whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not like I don't feel like that's what you would spend your money on. No.
No, I
Definitely
would
not.
like a nice pair of like leather gloves or something, but no.
And I feel like you would lose them
Yes,
for sure. But yeah. So we are here today to talk about a very fun topic.
You probably already read the title, but we're gonna go over some signs of being transgender.
Transgender.
Transgender. And we might even do a little "Are you transgender?" quiz,
So yeah. So
just to see if are we actually trans?
are we actually
Maybe,
possibly
or maybe also just to see if these quizzes are like, can you actually do them? And
are they representative
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah.
That will be fun. So stay tuned. Keep watching. Keep listening. And we'll get into it.
Tell me how much you love me. Tell me you'll never doubt me. Tell me how much I changed your life. Say you can't live without me. Tell
by
me
the way, we are happy to introduce our new or our first editor. Welcome,
Yeah.
please. Name it up. Please welcome Neo.
No, we're really excited to have some help with the podcast, and so far we've been working together for the last few weeks with some different editing stuff, and feels really good, feels really exciting, feels very
Yes.
fun.
We
And,
expanded the trans and transparency.
Yes,
So it's not just us behind the magic now.
exactly.
We're triplets.
We're triplets officially,
Yes.
yes, and transsexually.
Mm.
Yes, there we go. So I went around looking for some different little ideas or like different fun signs that you might be trans.
Mhm.
And we're going to go through them and see if we agree with them or not. Or I guess, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. So the first one is, you say, if I were the opposite gender, I'd totally, way too confidently for someone who's just curious.
I told you what? Wait.
If I was the opposite gender,
Yeah.
I would totally. La la la.
Do things or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like if I, for example,
Okay.
if you're a trans man, like, or think
So-
you might be a trans man.
Okay, so
like-
if I was a woman,
no, but like let's
Yeah.
say you're questioning and you think you might be a trans man, then maybe you'd say like, if I were a man, I'd totally hit on that girl in that way or something like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know,
I
but-
was definitely picturing a life. If I were a man, I would actually be able to do all the things I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I did in The Sims.
Yeah. That's actually the
Instead.
next one.
No, is it?
Yes. Literally.
But yeah, so I feel like, or what's your answer?
I definitely thought about things that I would do, or
Yeah.
I've always had these ideas of like the way I want to get, or like the way I want to dress up and flirt
Mm,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
You know, like these kind of scenarios. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's accurate.
I was definitely like, oh, if I was a man, I would have this haircut. I would wear this. I would take care of myself.
Mhm.
And these guys are just wasting their opportunity of being men, basically.
Exactly.
But I feel like that question, it's good, but it's also like I've heard from cis people that sometimes they can also be like,
Yeah.
oh, if I were a man, it would be fun because I would do this and that.
I feel like it's a question that, or like, I feel like it works and you can use it as a reference point if it's a thought that keeps coming back and back and back and back. You know what I mean?
Back.
Back and back.
By the way, sorry, I'm a bit sick still.
That's great. Get better. Get healthy.
Thank you.
So, moving on to the second one. You already touched on this fucking subject.
I touched on it.
So, you spend an unreasonable amount of time creating Sims / characters that somehow all look like your ideal self.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very I feel like you did that a lot, didn't you?
For sure. I also I loved playing like FIFA or NBA because you can always customize your character. I would always make it into like a male version of myself and then name him Benjamin.
Of course you did.
And then I would spend a lot of time on that part specifically, like, ooh, which haircut should I have? This is like, that was the most fun part. A lot more fun than actually playing the game.
I get that. I feel like I didn't really play that much Sims. I know that I should have, but I didn't. However, yes, if I were playing Sims, I would definitely be doing that, and I would make the cuntiest female character alive.
The funny thing though, my cis guy friend, every time we play, he always picks the girl, like a girl character.
Oh, but maybe he's attracted to the characters.
Maybe, I don't know. I just think it's funny.
It is funny, but hey,
bye.
We all do different things.
Yeah.
No? So, the next one is you claim you're not trans, just vibing, but somehow know every trans creator term and transition timeline. I feel like that's kind of common.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't feel like this is like a make or break it kind of sign, but I feel like it's...
I think for some people, definitely.
Yeah. Or like you just naturally gravitate towards the community, but you don't really realize why.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of did that, but not in like a online creator way, but like in a ballroom aspect. Sure. Then I was definitely like, oh, I love the dolls. I want to be around them. Like they're so fab.
I feel like if you're at that point, then you're already pretty close to like realizing.
True.
Kinda,
that's
if you
true.
spend time with those people or see about a lot of that. For me, I didn't really at all. I didn't know that much about trans. I mean, I knew from you because you were out before me, but I didn't know that much about trans men.
That's fair.
But then once I started having the thoughts that I like started following people and stuff.
Yeah, and you went all in.
Yep.
Like I remember you did your research.
Yep.
Yep. Anyway, so the next one is, and this one, yeah. So you try clothes as a joke, and then feel something when you wear them, and you can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
100%. 1000%. That's a really good indicator.
Yeah.
To me.
Actually.
Because I remember when you put on like a suit and you like pretended to be like
a dad
at a party, and then after that you were like, I like that.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it too much.
And I remember for me it was kind of the same. As soon as I like tried on a full on femme presenting look and like mini dress and all of that, I was like, oh yeah, this is for me. But before that I wasn't thinking about it that much.
Yeah.
And then it just hit me like a fucking brick.
Yeah.
Brick this, brick that. But yeah, no, it hit hard. So I feel like that's
it can be difficult, especially if you're like a masked lesbian, for example, and you're like, well, I've always liked masculine clothing. I feel like it can be a bit harder.
That's fair.
But otherwise,
yeah, that's true. Okay. So the next one is you say, I support trans people with the intensity of someone defending their own future.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty true. I feel like you and I have always been very like protective of like queer people and stuff like that. And also like with trans people, even, like from the start, it was kind of like, yeah, protect the dolls, protect the trans
for
people.
sure.
And
I
then,
remember one time my sorry, my throat is getting dry from talking so much. I remember one time my stepbrother is a trans guy, and I was hanging out with my cis guy friend for like many years ago when I think he had recently started T, or maybe he was like a year on T, or even more than that. But so my friend and I come home, and then my stepbrother is there, and then they like meet and say hi to each other and stuff, and then I go up again with my friend, and then I don't remember why I said it to him, but I said that he's trans. And then my friend was like, "What? I thought that was a dude." And then I got so fucking pissed. Like, for like, not for no reason, but I feel like it was a lot for not being trans myself in a way. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, because you're not trans.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I feel like it was almost like, yeah, I guess in a way maybe you also reacted in a more, like it wasn't just protecting him, it was felt something inner as well. I get that though.
Probably. But otherwise I haven't really felt that.
No.
Honestly. Not that sign for me personally.
I get that. But I think for some people for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like that one's a bit blurrier. Because you can also be like really just an ally. Kinda.
Yeah. True. Okay. Next one. You hear someone describe transitioning and think, good for them. Damn, I'm jealous. Yeah. Like, oh, damn, I can do that too. Shit.
More like, I remember thinking like, oh, I kind of also wished I was trans, so I could also transition.
Yeah.
Which is...
But it takes some time to like decode your feelings about it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes when you first met with the scenario possibly transitioning, it can be so overwhelming and a lot of thoughts about it that it's kind of like, oh, is this for me? Is it right? You know what I mean? And it takes a little bit of time to like figure it out, and everyone's transness looks different. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know. So then I think sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to figure out like your own feelings about it.
Yeah.
But I would say that's a pretty good sign. Like if you're like, damn, I want to do that too, or damn, I wish I was, or damn, I'm jealous. You know, like that kind of vibe.
You're so lucky.
Then, yeah, it's a pretty good sign, I would say. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, you don't just enjoy gender swap filters, you mourn them when you close the app.
Yeah.
I feel like specifically Snapchat has like had some pretty good filters like that.
Actually, the app what's it called? Face app, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a really good app, actually. I used it a lot when I was questioning, just to like
see what you might look like.
Yeah, I saved a picture of myself like as a guy, and then I looked at it like every day, just to like remember the feeling of, I want to be that kind of, because I doubted myself so much, so it helped to do that actually.
Yeah, and I feel like that's that's a pretty good like indicator if you're like, oh damn, I wish I looked like that, or oh, that kind of awoken something in me. You know what I mean?
I also remember feeling that way even like years before I even started questioning. When you did like try like funny filters like that, or like what would I look like as a guy with like my family and friends, I remember. And then I always remember like liking it for some reason, but I didn't think of it. I was like, oh, whatever, you know. But now looking back, I still remember that feeling. I still remember those moments.
Yeah, no, for sure. I actually haven't done that like that much. I feel like there are more masculizing filters than there are like feminizing filters, especially on like Snapchat and stuff. But I always remember like the filters that I've liked over the years that I've used have been more like they've made, you know, made the features a little softer, made the skin a little more blurred and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's typically associated with being
Yeah.
feminine, you know. So then I was always like,
Blurry
ooh.
skin.
You get what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
kind of vibe. And so then I've thought about it like in retrospect and been like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like you were more like playing with wigs, kind of, and like playing with different personas, like in real
Yes.
life, like kind of
Yes.
acting
Mm.
just to make people laugh. But it was always like a woman, like female,
Yeah, we always made.
Character.
I mean, we used to make a lot of jokes about like
you being a woman.
me being a woman and me doing like, or like I guess flirting in a
Yeah.
very like fun way as
Yeah.
a woman
Yeah.
in like a red dress.
You're
was
like, oh
always
my
our
god, what
go-to.
if you were a woman and you're just like hitting on this guy?
Yes. Yeah, that ended up being reality.
Yeah. That is your life every day.
Thank God.
Just hitting on guys.
Why not? I tried it, and I liked it, so I kept doing it.
I was about to say they hit you back, but I meant they hit on you back.
I mean, that day too. They usually started too.
Oh. Was that all of them?
Yes,
Oh my god, does that mean we're trans? I'm kidding.
possibly, potentially, transsexually. So,
But I feel like either way, the questioning phase is like not what you think it is.
right?
Just because, I mean, like, it's almost more intense and longer than I thought trans people had, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that a lot of people question for years.
Mm.
So for me, it was very quick and intense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different for everyone.
No, for sure. And I feel like also
Do as many quizzes as you need.
for real. And also the thing is like you'll have periods of time where you think about it intensely and then maybe you might not think about it that much because you have other stuff going on, and then that in itself might make you question just because you were like, oh, but I felt fine during that little period of time. So does that mean I'm not valid? You know, like things like
Yeah.
that. So there's so many layers to it, so many thoughts to go through your head during the process. And I remember like fully the first year of me socially transitioning, I was still like, is this right? Am I right? Is this the right thing for me? Like, but that was just because I was not sure of myself as a
Yeah.
person, more so than the transition, I
Yeah.
think. And then to be honest, as time progressed and as I started, you know, getting longer hair and experimenting more with makeup and so on and so forth, I felt more and more secure in it every day. And like now I'm very like, now I feel 100% sure of my identity. But at the time I was still, you know, finding my way and still questioning, even though I like started the process. But sometimes you have to like start it to kind of be sure. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
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 But so now just to shake it up and
Shake it up.
now to you know, see if we're really trans. We're gonna do a little quiz.
Quest. A little quest.
A little quest. A trans quest.
Yes. A mission.
A mission. Your mission is
Okay. Question number 1.
okay.
How do you feel about your reflection in the mirror? And then there are choices here.
Okay. Let's hear the options.
A. Some days I vibe with it. Some days I don't. B. Looks good to me. Nothing to think about. C. I mean, it's me. What else is there to say? 4. No. D. It's fine, but I kind of wish it looked a bit different. So
That's
if you-
all the options?
Yes. So if you put your mind into what you would say, like not now, but
But before. Probably D.
yeah, same. It's fine, but I kind of wish it looked a bit different.
Yeah.
But I feel like that question is like, I think
It doesn't
I feel
necessarily
like-
have to be about trans.
nah. I feel like most people who are just insecure, or just people in general, always
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
I mean,
There's
I
all
guess
stuff.
I wish things looked different, but
Whatever. Let's carry on.
Yep. When
When?
When you were a kid, how did you feel about playing characters of different genders in games or pretend to play? Or pretend play?
Yeah.
A. Sometimes I pick characters I thought were interesting for reasons I didn't really understand. B. I just picked whatever had the best stats or coolest design. C. I usually played as a certain kind of character because it felt right. D. I had favorites, but I never really thought about why.
What would you put?
Sometimes I picked characters I thought were interesting for reasons I didn't really understand. Or maybe C. I usually played a certain kind of character because it felt right.
I mean, I've very much like played, like for example, in like I used to play a lot of League of Legends.
Legally Blonde. Yeah.
And I was a hardcore Vayne main, but it was because I liked the character kit and like I liked the design of the character.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to be like I don't think I've always necessarily thought of the characters I played in a gendered way. I just usually like the design and the colors and the aesthetic of the characters.
But I think like I also had a lot of times where when I played online that I always picked a girl because I always wanted people to know that I was a girl playing because I knew that not many girls are playing. So for example, when I played Call of Duty, I was just like at least in Call of Duty 3 or 4 when they introduced like female characters, I always picked a female character, and I always had like my tag, like the was girl,
right?
Just because I was like, I want people to fucking know that I killed them. They got killed by a girl because I knew that they always were like they got
such
mad.
a rebel.
Yeah. So in those scenarios, like I did the opposite. But from what I remember, otherwise when I played just alone, just for myself, it was always the opposite.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one are we picking?
I guess because it felt right. Or C.
Yeah.
How do you feel when someone refers to you with gender terms like sir or ma'am? It sometimes catches me off guard. Like, is that really me?
Okay, so now, right. Okay.
B. That's just how people talk. It doesn't really bother me. C. I have been known to flinch when I hear it. Okay.
I'm just fully imagining someone saying that and you just go, oh.
Yeah. And then someone's like, yeah, she always does that.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
D.
Yeah.
It's weird when people make a big deal about it, but whatever.
I feel like that's very non-binary coded.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I've never felt comfortable with people saying Mr. or Sir or anything. I think I've always had a bit of an issue with that my entire life, even though I didn't really think about it or like question it, but I don't think I've ever felt like, oh, that feels correct.
Yeah. I think for me, like from like after 18 or after 19-ish, when I was like, oh, maybe I'm non-binary, that's where I started thinking about it more and when it bothered me. But for that, I never really thought about it. I was like, well, I am a man, so whatever. So
I guess flinched. An internal flinch. At least for me, that's how I would feel.
Okay. I've been known to flinch.
I've been known to flinch. Hey, why not?
Next. If you woke up tomorrow as a different gender, what's the first thing you do? A. Probably just go about my day and see what happens. B. Go back to sleep and hope I wake up normal again. C. I'd just enjoy it. Maybe even hope it stays that way. D. Spend the whole day testing the waters, seeing what feels different. I'd pick C.
At Pixie. I remember I used to think all the time, I was like, if I could just press a button and wake up a woman, I would.
Yeah, me too. Or like when you talk sometimes with your friends and you're like, what if we swapped bodies? What would you do? And I was like, I'd like it. I'd go pee and touch myself. Not as my friend, but
If I were a boy.
I'd go touch my pee-pee.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. Anyway, yes. C for sure.
Not that all boys have pee-pees. Okay.
Exactly.
When picking out clothes, what's your approach? A. I stick to a certain style because it works and I don't think about it much. B. I just wear whatever is practical, honestly. C. That's cis men. I like picking things that make me feel very myself, even if I can't explain why. D. I mix it up depending on my mood.
I feel like it's C or D for me. Or
Yeah, I don't think it's like C fully for me. Because I was just like, I don't remember what I was thinking.
maybe D, honestly.
Yeah.
It depends a bit on the situation.
Not that much on the mood, but also on what period in my life I was at, kind of. But for when doing this test, if like it was,
It's a little weird doing this test when we're already.
yeah, I'm like, what would I?
What would I have picked
then?
then? Yeah. But I still think.
And let's just pick C because I feel like if this was when we're questioning.
Yeah, because the thing is, I used to like pick stuff that I was like, oh, okay, well, either it was giving like no gender, like no gendered alien type vibe,
Yeah.
just because I was like, oh, it can be a little bit whatever, and that was kind of interesting to me. I like that concept of it, you know.
Yeah.
Or it was just something that I was like, oh, it makes my ass look good, or it accentuates this or that for me.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
though maybe somebody else wouldn't necessarily clock it as like you're dressing like a woman fully, or you know what I mean. But it was
Yeah.
like something little that for me helped me feel a little bit cunt in one way or another.
Yeah. How do you feel about gendered compliments like handsome or pretty? A. Sometimes it feels weird, but I don't make a big deal about it. B. It's nice, I guess, but I don't really care. C. I kind of prefer natural compliments, but it's not a big deal. D. I love them, honestly. Who doesn't like a compliment?
I think I'm a little C on this one,
Me too.
actually.
Yeah.
Like now, also, how do you feel about it now, though?
No, I don't really care. Got a comment today saying, "Oh, you're so pretty." I'm like, "Thank you."
I feel like pretty is more like that can work for everyone. Handsome.
Yeah, that doesn't really work.
I've had somebody say that to me once because they were like not fully, like they weren't like super fluent in English. So I don't think they understood like the gendered aspect behind it in that scenario. And I was like,
Yeah, in that case, I feel like
no, I hated it. It made my skin crawl, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
So
I get that.
yeah, but I mean, I like being called pretty. Doesn't.
Someone offers you a magical "be whoever you want to be" potion, but it only lasts 24 hours. Do you take it? A. Might as well. Sounds interesting. B. Only if I could switch back early if I didn't like it. C. Nah, that sounds unnecessary. D. Honestly, it wouldn't be in a rush to switch back. D.
Yeah.
When you see someone who transitioned and looks super happy, what's your reaction? A. That's interesting. I wonder if I'd feel that way too. B. Cool for them. Doesn't really mean much to me. C. I feel something I can't quite put into words. D. It's nice to see people being themselves.
I feel like it would be A or C.
But there's no option for like, what the fuck? That's nasty.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
What do you say?
I would say A or C. At least like back in that
yeah.
era.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost more so A.
Yeah.
Because it's like we didn't really know.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. Because it was.
It was interesting.
It was
Not
interesting.
anymore.
So, you know.
How do you feel about being called man or woman in a casual conversation? A. Feels normal. I don't really register it. B. Sometimes it sounds weird, but I brush it off. C. I feel a little uncomfortable every time. D. I notice it and I feel like it doesn't quite match me.
D.
I'd say C.
Yeah, C or D.
Then we do C.
No. That looked like something else.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was not the intention.
Only people who are watching saw that.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
You overhear someone talking about gender identity. What's your reaction? A. Not something I pay much attention to. B. I feel like I'm eavesdropping on a conversation about my own thoughts.
Okay.
C. I always find myself paying extra attention. D. I listen, but it's just another topic to me.
I feel like C.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm eavesdropping on my own thoughts.
That's so specific.
Yeah. Yeah. How would you feel if someone mistook you for another gender? I'd be A. I'd be pleasantly surprised, maybe even a little excited. B. Kind of funny, I wouldn't care much. C. I'd correct them and move on. D. I might not correct them at all.
Wait, what was A again?
I'd be pleasantly surprised, maybe even a little excited.
Oh. I feel like it's A or D.
For me, I think in my questioning phase, like before my questioning phase, I was always like really annoyed when someone thought I was a guy. Well, not annoyed, but I was like, it's weird. But after that, I might not correct them at all because yeah.
So D.
Yeah.
I would also say that.
Have you ever? So we're almost done with the questions, but have you ever tried out a different name or pronouns? A. No, I don't really see why I would. B. I've played around with the idea, but never seriously. C. I always forget which letter comes next. Yes, and it would feel right. D. Yeah, and it'd feel weird at first, but interesting.
I feel like C or D.
For me, I think B.
What was B?
I played around with the idea, but never seriously.
At that point.
Yeah.
Right. No, for me, because I was questioning for a lot of years, to be fair. So I would probably say... what were they again? C and D. Can you read those again?
C, yes, and it felt right. D, yeah, and it felt weird at first, but interesting.
I would probably say D.
Okay, let's put D then. Your favorite. When someone refers to you in a way that doesn't match how you see yourself, how do you feel? A, it always feels a little off, even if I don't say anything. B, it's uncomfortable, but I keep it to myself. C, I don't even notice. D, it's a little weird, but I shrug it off. Isn't that the same question as before, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay, but
wait, can you read it again?
When someone refers to you in a way that doesn't match how you see yourself, how do you feel? It always feels a little off, even if I don't say anything.
Yeah. Do that one.
That one. Have you ever Googled questions about your gender identity? A.
Yeah.
Let's just say I've spent more time on this topic than I'd like to admit. B. Not really, just something I'm curious about. C. Yeah, I've looked into it a few times. D. I've randomly come across stuff, but I wasn't looking. A, or
Mm.
let's just say I've spent more time on this topic than I'd like to admit.
Yeah.
Final question. If you could just know whether you were trans or not, would you want to? A, absolutely, I'd stop wondering. B, no, because I already know who I am. C, C, it'd be nice, but I don't think about it often. D, yes, I think that kind of clarity would be helpful. A,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely. I'd like
Okay,
to know.
finish. Let's see the result, even though we kind of know
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
Ugh, I have to put in my email.
No. Is it one you have to pay for?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just going to spam me after the spell. I'll just put my spam email in there.
What if it's one that we have to pay for? It better not fucking be.
Okay, here's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably trans.
Oh my god!
Your answer suggests that you might strongly relate. Can you read?
Yes. So the answer is, you want to know? Are you ready? Yeah, you are probably trans. Your answer suggests that you might strongly relate to trans experiences. Experiences. And that's totally okay. If you've been feeling this way for a while, it might be worth exploring these thoughts in a way that feels comfortable to you. Remember, there's no rush. Your journey is yours to figure out at your own pace. No pressure, no expectations. Just whatever makes you, just whatever makes you happy. Do you want to restart the quiz?
Neo, can you put a replay on the experiences?
Experiences. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Damn. Experiences. I feel like I just that kind of gave me the same energy as she done already had hers, you know, from RuPaul's Drag Race. Experiences. I mean, that tracks.
Yep.
That was kind of what.
Yep. Oh, by the way, this website is called, if you want to do the test for yourself, Freedom for All Americans.
What the hell? What? Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, so that was very shocking. And I feel like that was, I feel like, honestly, you can kind of figure out what questions they want or what answers they want you to give.
But I feel like that's usually the case with those quizzes. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Am I gay or not? You know.
I used to do so many of those back in the day.
Really?
When I was like 10 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. Little hunter.
What answers did you get?
I mean, homosexual at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know better. But yeah, I really lived that life for a long time.
Mini homosexual.
Mini homosexual. A mini gay hunter. That's so crazy to me now.
A gay hunter.
A gay hunter. It feels so weird being straight now, technically. Like,
yeah, I hate it.
Yeah,
or I'm like, I don't like saying it.
Right. That's fair. I just hate the part that I'm attracted to men, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
hopefully this little quiz was helpful or at least entertaining.
yeah.
Because if you already know you're trans and you're way down your transition, then maybe.
But if you're questioning and you're wanting to know whether you are trans or not, then hopefully our answers and all of these little things during the episode have given you some clarity about if you are.
We actually have another full episode about how to know if you're trans. I think it's one of our first episodes. It's called How to Know If You're Trans. So you can listen to that one if you want to listen more about like how we realized that we were trans. Because we already talked about it. So if you want to hear that, listen to that episode. But for now, thank you so much for listening. We're going to end it here, even though the episode might be a little bit shorter because my voice is going to...
Yeah, you're dying.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment.
Join our Discord group, which is linked in our bio on Instagram.
In our link tree.
Yes. Yeah, and our Instagram is @transparent.
And thank y'all very much for listening to this episode. We will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye-bye.